Good afternoon, 4 p.m. East African time here in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for keeping it TV47 as I get you up to date on the latest at this hour. My name is Sheilar Chelangat and we begin now. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, in its annual report for the 2024-2025 financial year, says bribery remains the most reported offense at 37%, followed by embezzlement of public funds at 19%. The Commission has also flagged key government agencies, including Kenya Power, NSSF, and Kenya Prisons, for system weaknesses that enable delays, fraud, and mismanagement. In its efforts to recover stolen public wealth, the EACC reports tracing 22.9 billion shillings in suspicious assets. It recovered 3.4 billion shillings, filed 79 asset recovery suits, and preserved additional property worth over 2.6 billion shillings.
During the financial year 2024-2025, the Commission filed 79 new cases in court seeking recovery of corruptly acquired assets. Through these cases, the Commission aims to recover illicit assets valued at approximately 4.8 billion Kenya shillings. During the same period, the Commission successfully recovered assets worth Kenya shillings 3.4 billion, up from 2.9 billion in the previous year.
It is an accountability tool to the nation that we serve, so that Kenyans can know what we are doing about corruption and the efforts that are being made, the progress that has been made and achieved. It is secondly an opportunity to reflect on the strides made in corruption prevention and the promotion of integrity.
Right, and away from that, the 9-day 98th edition of the Kenya Music and Cultural Festivals has officially ended at Moi Girls High School, Eldoret, with Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki presiding over the gala closing ceremony. Professor Kindiki assured participants that government will continue investing in cultural programs that promote unity, inclusion, and national cohesion across communities.
Today's 98th Kenya Music and Cultural Festival exemplifies the depth of our cultural heritage. As a cosmopolitan region, hosting this event is both a privilege and a true celebration of who we are.
This fraternity of the Kenya Music Festival, Drama and Arts has been the soul of our nation.
The Constitution demands all of us be protected in our diversity, in our different languages, and in our different cultures. Language and culture are the strongest form of identity that you can ever have. Language and culture is stronger than any education you can get anywhere.
And away from that to the coastal region, where residents of Mwamambi village in Msambweni were left in shock after the body of an infant was found dumped at a garbage site early this morning. Witnesses say children playing near the dump site discovered the body, prompting residents to strongly condemn the act and urge the government to enhance reproductive health awareness for women and girls. The incident comes amid a rising trend of infant abandonment linked to unsafe abortions across the country.
Manake tumeamka asubuhi tukafanya pilika zetu, lakini kwenye mwendo wa saa 4 saa 5 hivi tumepata watoto wakipiga nduru, na tulivyofika mahali palipopigwa nduru tukapata watoto wamekukuta mfuko ambao ulikuwa ndani una takataka, mtoto amewekwa chini na takataka zimewekwa juu. Kwa ukweli hicho sio kitendo kizuri ambacho tumefanya leo sisi wa mama na wasichana. Mwana hasa nasisitiza wasichana, kwa maana mama kama mimi niko na watoto wakubwa na niko na wajukuu, siwezi fanya kitendo kama hicho.
Kama umeona kuzaa mtoto mlee ni kazi, heri mpange uzazi. Kwa sababu kuzaa mtoto mtupe, hiyo ni kitu mbaya. Hiyo si nzuri. Mimi mwenyewe yani nimesikia vibaya, nimesikia uchungu. Actually nimelia. This is so bad. Pangeni uzazi basi.
And away from that, barely 2 weeks after the Malava by-elections, DAPK candidate Seth Panyako claims the government approached him to take up a cabinet secretary post, specifically the seat currently held by CS Wycliffe Oparanya, which he says he declined. Speaking in Kakamega, Panyako accused the government of stealing his win in favor of UDA's David Ndakwa. He insists he will soon be sworn in as the People's MP for Malava and promised to deliver services including bursaries, classrooms and toilet construction. Panyako, who had unsuccessfully vied for the Malava seat twice before, also called for the removal of the current IEBC, describing the by-election as the worst in Kenya's history.
So let me ask you, me already have a job. Why would I want to go and pick a job for somebody else, honestly? Is that fair? Even if I had interest, because of course I do not have, people of Malava have told me I should not join that bloody government. And that is where I am. They have, out of 1,000 phone calls I received to give me advice on this issue of CS, only 3 people, let me be very specific, only 3 people told me, please, just go take that position. Then we'll come back in 2027 strong. But out of 1,000, only 3 people. The rest are telling me, don't join bloody government. How can I go against the will of the majority? So I do not want to be a cause why another lawyer son will lose a job because I want to go. I already have a job. Mimi sijazoea kazi ya kuandikwa na mtu ati anaanza kunipigia simu, atakuja kwa ofisi yangu, ati deadlines, ati ananituma mimi. Mimi si mtu wa kutumwa. Mimi ni mtu mgumu sana. I cannot be employed to be given assignments. No. Ministers ya Kenya ni kama secretaries ya president. So as far as we Malava people are concerned, I'm the member of parliament for Malava. I'm the people's member of parliament. I'll be sworn in. If I will have lost free and fair, I will have quit politics. But I did not lose. I won. It was not even stealing. You know, it's ilikuwa kimabavu. You know, there is rigging. That was not rigging. That was like war. It was war.
And back to the capital, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has visited the family of the late Honorable Joseph Hamisi Dena in Nairobi to offer condolences and support. Mudavadi praised Dena's integrity, humility and service as a nominated MP under the former ANC party, highlighting his role in advancing democratic values. He assured the family of government support, saying Dena's legacy will continue to inspire and his contribution to the nation will be remembered.
God gives, he takes, and he's the greatest comforter of all, to you and your family. So, tumekuja kusema tu pole. Yeah, pole kabisa.
And Kenya has opened the 7th session of the United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi with a strong call for urgent global action to address escalating environmental crisis. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Environment Cabinet Secretary Dr. Deborah Barasa urged world leaders to move beyond cautious commitments and adopt bold, inclusive solutions to restore ecosystems, build resilience and protect vulnerable communities.
This assembly rightly focuses on 3 key imperatives. First, to spark sustainable solutions that bring multiple benefits, restoring ecosystems, supporting livelihoods, cutting emissions, and eliminating waste. From Kenya's rural heartlands to cities around the world, we must turn hopeful ideas into real change. Second, to strengthen resilience, not just bounce back, but to transform, to move from vulnerabilities to empowerment, from reacting to damage to preventing and regenerating. Third, to champion inclusive environmental governance, making sure women and youth, indigenous people, local communities, and marginalized groups have a voice and real power.
All right. right, and into the world of sports, where Williot Swedberg Brace and resolute Celta Vigo defense stunned Real Madrid in a 2-0 La Liga win. Celta's first league victory at the Santiago Bernabeu since November 2006. Swedberg scored both goals in the second half. The result... All right, it's 12 minutes past 4 p.m. East African time. And of course, that concludes News Now at 4 with I, Sheilar Chelangat. Of course, do enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.